Bow out. Enjoy. This should not stop the broadcast. Let me just make sure. Here
Okay.
we go.
That was Anthony Tongora, who is in the position of a 14-1 record on the regular season in Frozen Tundra, playing the Seattle Seahawks with Dennis Crowley, and they're both 14-1. So obviously the seeding here is for the number one seed, and they thought we'd broadcast it, and here we are on February 4th, aren't we?
I believe that's right.
Is that it, Tim?
I believe that's right.
Tim, what's your last name?
It would be Irvin, Ervin.
Tim Irvin is going to be a spectator here, but I'm going to call on him to maybe add a little color for me here. It's 1st and 10. Looks like Seattle's got the ball now with Russell Wilson, the quarterback. And Seattle and the New York Yanks here in the Frozen Tundra League, which is our commissioner and founder, Gary Nagata, who I've known for over 40 years. 3-4 defense for Anthony and the Yanks. The Seattle team is known a lot for their running. See, on the season, they ran the ball 464 times, and New York only ran it 338 times. So it kind of gives you a style difference in these two teams. Okay, let's see. We've got Madison at the halfback. Janovich is the blocking back for Wilson with Julio Jones and Goodwin as the wideouts. And there was a 2-yard loss on a end run. Now we got 2nd and 12. Looks like he's going to double team Ingram on this play. And it's a long pass to Julio Jones, guarded by a 6. And it's the defender of 4 will not get it done. And now it's going to be 3rd and 12 for Seattle. They go into 3 wide receiver set. Jeff Wilson's the running back who piled up a lot of yards for Seattle during the regular season here. We have a 6 free safety for Anthony and the Yanks. So let's see if Dennis is going to try to dunk one somewhere or try to beat one of those 4s maybe on the short pass. 3rd and 12. Just getting started here. Frozen Tundra, the playoff for it's not a playoff, it's a regular season game, but it's at stake is the number 1 seed in Frozen Tundra. And it's going to, there's a 3-3-5 for the Yanks. And it's a flat pass to Wilson. There's a 4 there. Whoa, a near interception, but it goes incomplete. Now Seattle's going to punt. Johnston, the punter. They're at the 23-yard line. And are we going to have a return here? No, it's at the 17-yard line. 1st and 10 for New York. Just getting started here, folks. My name's Dave Semensky. We have Tim Irwin here with me. He's a veteran of the USFFL League that plays with Dennis and Anthony. Comes out with a 3-3-5 defense because Anthony's got 4 wideout receivers in there. Interesting. Fuller's his main guy. He's got over 1,300 yards, I think, receiving on the season. And he's key in Mostert, but it's a looking pass to Shark, and there's nobody there. 10 yards. Derek Carr, the quarterback for New York, and it's a 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line. Just getting started here. Frozen Tundra, regular season game, both teams 14-1. Mostert is a killer. Looks like Dennis will protect the end run because there's an 80-yarder there somewhere. It's a flat pass right to Mostert. It's guarded by a 4, and the 4 comes up, and that's good enough to defend it, and it only gets a yard. 2nd and 9, the 28, no score. Just getting rolling here. 4 wideouts for New York. 2nd and 9, the 3-3-5 defense for Seattle. Interesting coming out with 4 wide receivers this early, and it's a looking pass to Shark. There's nobody there, and it's a 16-yarder. And New York moves up to the 44-yard line, taking advantage of a few little holes there in the Seattle defense. He keeps the 4 wideouts in there. Mostert is a running back. Hilton's got a good card. Shark's got a good card. This Tyron Johnson, do you know what his card looks like, Tim? Have you looked at that card?
So is that Tyron Johnson of the Bucks?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, if it is, I think I've got an idea about that card. I mean, I think he's got a deep threat ability, but I don't think he's going to be a high percentage receiver or a good yak person. I don't know if you all use the yak rules in this league or not.
No, we don't. But my point is that I've seen him now in a couple of leagues run up some big numbers, and his card is pretty pedestrian.
Yeah, that's what my memory is as well.
I think that he's the kind of guy that you throw on the field and people don't think much of him, and then you just go to him. There's the old brackets there that opens it up for a first down on a end run by Mostert. And now New York moves into Seattle territory at the 45-yard line. He keeps the 4 wide receivers in there. Derek Carr is his quarterback. Now he's got Burkhead in at the halfback position. He throws a little flat pass to Hilton against the 4 and gets 5 yards on first down, 2nd and 5. They're running right along here. We got a 2nd and 5. Burkhead is still in there at the halfback position. Let's see if Anthony's going to go just keep dinking and dunking here. And it's a flat pass to Hilton and another 5, which will be another first down. Moves on to the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 for New York. And once again, both teams 14-1. This is for the number 1 seed in frozen tundra. Mostert is back at the halfback position at the 35. You can bring him on home with some of his runs. 3-3-5 defense. And they're double teaming Fuller, who was the killer, was an end run, and the dreaded 5.
That's what we call it in the USFFL too, the dreaded 5.
We call it that one everywhere.
I'm sure.
I heard you had a tough loss last night, Tim.
Oh, I did. I had a tough loss last night, but you can't win them all. You can't win them all.
That's what I heard. End run by Burkett, and he gets another 5 yards as New York just grinded it up. But it's a 3rd and 5. Now let's see what Anthony does. He's sticking with the 4 wide receivers, and I think Dennis will roll out the 3-3-5 defense again. I'm suspecting he's got a 0 at defensive end there.
Yeah.
Burkhead is the running back. You familiar with his card, Tim?
Yes, I am.
And he's kind
I
of.
know Anthony likes him a lot around the end. He's a guy that can get a good positive yardage in a lot of situations.
Look at those 5s that Anthony's coming up with. Another first down on a 5-yard gain, and he is just cranking down the field here. 7:30 to play in the first quarter. This is the first possession and only possession for New York, and they've already driven 50 yards here to the 25 of Seattle.
And Derek Carr 6 for 6 on the game.
Yeah, wow. There's Tyron Johnson, our boy, a short pass, and is blanked out on the Carr's card. You got the stats there right in front of you, Tim?
For these individual players?
No, I mean, you just knew he was 6 for 6. Is that just from your memory, or you?
Oh, so if you look at the top center of your screen, you should be seeing it too. There's a box up there that says "so far today," and so that's detailing for you. He pulls that up, so every player, after every play, it's going to show you that, and you can kind of build that into your broadcast. Yeah.
Another first down. No, excuse me, that was a touchdown.
Wow, sure was.
That was a Carr to Mostert. And
25-yard touchdown run.
25-yarder. Geez, we missed that one. I wonder if there was an open zone, Tim. Did you notice?
I didn't catch that. I'm so sorry. But either way, I mean, that's a dangerous back.
Boy, I don't think he had a negative gain in there. Now the kickoff goes to the 10-yard line, and now Seattle backed up, and they're down 7-0. Jeff Wilson is the halfback. Like I said, he's the leading ground gainer for Seattle. Julio Jones and Godwin are on the outside. Let's see if Dennis tries to get back in it real quick or tries to play ball control. Like I said, Dennis likes to run the ball a lot. It's a flat pass to Wilson. He's guarded by 5, and That's good enough. 2nd and 10. Wilson's got 1,289 yards and a 6.2 average on the season. 2nd and 10.
Wow.
At the 10-yard line for Seattle. It's a short pass to Ingram.
Nice double team.
Being double teamed. Oh, the old flushed out of the pocket, Tim. You love that, don't you?
Bails you out.
Only 4 yards. 3rd and 6 at the 14. Okay, this is very early, but it's a very important play for Seattle here. Down 7-0, deep in their own territory. And they're going with 3 wideouts. And Anthony, I think, will come up with 3-3-5 defense. So let's see what Dennis does. He's still got Wilson in there. He could run it. Dennis has been known to run 3rd and 6, but it's the bomb to Gabriel Davis. Must run and gets 10 yards.
Oh, he just hit the number one number south of that on the must run column, and that's not a first down.
Yeah. No, that he only had 6 to get.
Yeah, and he rolled a 7. If it had been an 8 or lower, he wasn't getting that first down.
Oh, I see what you did. Yeah.
Over there on that. Yeah, that's all I was commenting on.
Yeah, just got it by the hair. Okay, it's short pass to Julio Jones. There's only 3 men in the zone here. There's another flushed out of the pocket, and it's 4 yards. 2nd and 6, Seattle on that key first down is 2nd and 6. It is 28 now. At least he's got out of the shadow of his own goal line. Madison is the running back. Janovich, the blocking back. Not much with it. And it's a flat pass left to Madison. There's a 5 there. But short game pops up, and Seattle moves out to the 41-yard line, 1st and 10, 3:54 to go in the first period. This is the 16th game of Frozen Tundra. Both teams 14-1, looking for the number 1 seed in Frozen Tundra. The commissioner is Gary Nagata. I'm Dave Semensky, along with Tim Urban. We're giving you the play-by-play here of a game that's features 2 of the best coaches in all of Stratomatic football. There's a 1-yard gain on an off tackle by Madison, 2nd and 9. And once again, Dennis Crowley very patient with the ground game. Let's see if Anthony tries to stop him with a run call here. It looks like he's gonna go with a more conservative pass. Let's see where that linebacker goes. Oh, he's got a double team Ingram, I think. And it's a draw to Madison. The nose tackle comes up, and it only gets the 4 yards, and it's 3rd and 5. Now Seattle moves out to the 46-yard line. He's going to bring in 3 wide receivers, and Anthony's counters with the 3-3-5 defense. Wilson in there. Give me a call, Tim. Run or pass?
This is Dennis, 3rd down. With 3 wide receivers, he's going to pass. He'll flat this, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. I think he's just going to leave Wilson in there to make you think he's going to run. I think he's going to dump it.
Yeah, I don't know about others, but I'm always worried about that 3 wide receiver formation and losing that 1 dice as a run on wrong.
Yeah, there's the flat to good one. You called it, Tim. 7 yards.
Yeah, look at that. Russell's got a good card to convert in that situation. So,
do you run much, Tim, on 3rd and 5 or longer?
Well, of course, that's going to be some of that situational. And I've been playing the Chiefs for a while in our stock league. I've only played stock league, so all I've known is Mahomes. I don't run as much as I want to, but Duke, I'm a runner at heart.
Okay, yeah, just wondering. And you don't have to reveal any secrets here, Tim.
I'm an open book as far as that's concerned.
Strategy. Short pass to Irv Smith, not somebody that you oftentimes double team, but the dreaded flushed out again, and it's a short game for 12 yards. And here it comes, Seattle into New York territory at the 35-yard line.
Wilson got a rhythm.
Yep, starting to get it. Wilson at the halfback. Jones and Godwin still spread out. One interesting thing about Dennis is he does a lot of runs, but he'll cut that bomb loose every once in a while when you least expect it.
Yeah, he makes sure that you have to defend every part of the field. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, you've played it before, I can tell. Linebacker Wilson, who's being double teamed on the pass, and blocking back comes up, and they only get 1 yard there. So 2nd and 9 at the 34.
Duke, I believe I've only played Dennis twice in my life. It just so happens to be my only 2 Super Bowl losses.
Oh, geez. Well, join the club. I've been a short pass to Godwin with a run call.
So I know Dennis a little better than I really want to sometimes.
Yeah. Man, he's something now. His record on is just amazing. In fact, in this league, the last 3 years, his record is 43-4.
Gee whiz.
That's his record in the frozen tundra. 1st and 10, 21-yard line. It's an off tackle, Wilson. And the brackets come up, and he's going to get to the 3-yard line, 1st and goal.
That's the end of the first quarter.
And we have a 7-0 score in favor of the New York Yanks, coached by Anthony Bangura, and Seattle Seahawks, coached by Dennis Crowley. Full house backfield at the 3. He's got a Key Davis, and it's a linebacker to Davis, and -1. Good call by Anthony.
Great call.
2nd and goal. Still keeps the full house in there. Julio Jones is the one wideout. He throws a lot to Ingram, who's got a 4 on him. So there's a blitz, though, but it's a run call.
Yeah, he's going to call pass. Look at that.
Oh, he is going to call pass. No. I think he's vacillating on what he's going to call here. So protect the end runs and call run. And it's a linebacker Wilson. Guessed right is no gain. 2 good calls for Anthony. Now he needs 1 more. 3rd and goal from the 4. You make the call, Tim. What's Dennis going to do here with Wilson? 1 run back.
His offensive line's pretty good.
Yep.
I think, but I still think you're going to throw it. I do know that Anthony's team doesn't have great blitz ratings for the personnel.
Ingram, short pass to Ingram is my call. 3rd and goal. There's a blitz on by Anthony, so he's gonna. But it's a run call and it's a short pass to Jeff Wilson. Nothing there, incomplete. And 4th and goal. I think we're going to look for a field goal here. Yep.
Yeah, a little too much risk.
Threw a short pass to Wilson. Wow.
He probably was going for the highest percentage of you're not double teaming my receiver.
Yeah, that's right. You're not going to be double teaming Wilson that way. That's exactly what it was. Okay, the Yanks have the ball back at the 25. Anthony back on offense at the 25-yard line. He's got all 4 of those wide receivers, and there's that Tyron Johnson. What a threat he is. Jeez. What do you think? A 0 on Fuller and a 5 on Johnson? Who are you going to double team, Tim?
Well, of course, it depends on whether I just want to play it safe. Play it safe. You always double team the 0 man.
Exactly. There's a 4-yard loss with the linebacker in zone. -4. Ugh. 2nd and 14.
Mostert off to a rough start. Other than that, now, hang on a second. Mostert says so far today is 4 runs for 7 yards, but didn't he have a 25-yard touchdown run?
Yes, he did.
So what am I missing there? That's
odd.
odd.
Maybe that was a pass to Mostert.
You know what? It must have been.
It was probably a little flat pass to him.
It's interesting when I'm broadcasting. Normally, I'm watching the game instead of watching somebody who's playing it. So like,
you know what? That's going to be a big help to me, Tim, because I'm not multifaceted here. I can only concentrate on one thing at a time. There's a 0 and run for Burkhead, and it's 3rd and 14 now, and Anthony still has all 4 wide receivers in there. So, yeah, if you're going to throw to somebody that's not going to be double team, you would be throwing to Johnson, I suspect here. The second best receiver is Shark, and he's guarded by a 6. Hilton would be next, and he's guarded by a 5. So if Dennis double teams anybody, it's going to be Fuller or Hilton, is my guess.
This is my first ever draft game experience. It's all been stock, so I'm still learning what the odds are in different situations.
Oh, wow. I did. So you're all stock, huh?
I've been all stock. I've played hundreds. I mean, almost 1,000 games in my life, literally. But everything's been stock or just pickup games. Haven't done a single draft league moment ever. And so, even just talking to Anthony Knight, seeing these defensive cards and what the different result possibilities are. This is my first exposure to all of that.
Oh, very, very interesting. Because I go back, and I told you before the game, how ancient I am. My first set of cards was 1967.
Wow.
Stock cards.
That is before I'm born. I was born in 68.
Okay, so that's how long I've been playing.
That's great.
My first baseball set for Stratomac was 1963. Okay, here's an off tackle by Jeff Wilson. Now it looks like Dennis is going to kickstart the ball control offense again. The offensive guard is not good enough, and it's only a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8. Now he puts Madison back in there. Wilson stays now in the backfield, 2nd and 8. I'm suspecting Dennis is still going to keep running the ball.
He likes to chew up time of possession for sure,
yep.
And he's got personnel to do it in this matchup.
And it's a pass call, and it's off tackle with Wilson, but the guard can't make the block either. Oh, wait a minute, excuse me, short gain.
There's a fumble.
There's a possible fumble, and the offense gets it back, and it's a first down in New York territory at the 49. So far, Wilson, 4 runs, 34 yards, 8.5 average. Wow. Okay, we've got Wilson back at the running back spot, 49-yard line of the Yanks. And it's off tackle right to Wilson. And it's a 4-yard pickup. Good block by the tackle there to get him 4. 2nd and 6, the 45. We're still in the first half, 9:35 to go in the second quarter. We're seeing what Anthony's looking at on his screen, right?
Yeah. So we're looking over his shoulder as he calls his game, and so that's what I realized a little bit ago. I was saying, well, no, it looks like he's calling pass, and then I had to think for myself, hey, wait a minute. If people are watching this live, they could hear me talking about what Anthony's calling. So I thought maybe I better not say.
Oh, that's a good point. Now, that's a good point. I don't think we should. That's a very good point.
I think it's okay to speculate on what he might call, but for me to have cited, hey, here's what he's calling right now, I realized, okay, this is not the forum for that.
No, I totally agree. There was a first down, a short gain for Ingram, and once again, Dennis just rolls out all those running backs: Wilson, Ingram, Madison.
However many it takes to get him his standard 40-something carries.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like that here, but I know he likes to run.
He's down to Anthony's 32-yard line, 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson back in there. Let's see if Anthony changes things up here and tries to stop that ground game here. And it's a pass call and a line buck to Wilson.
Sticking with
Wilson gets 8 yards. 2nd and 2 at the 24-yard line. Ingram now back in there. 2nd and 2 at the 24-yard line. Still Jones and Godwin are the wideouts. Oh, here's an interesting. Now he calls run, and Ingram gets 4 against right.
Yeah, it was a good roll on his right column there.
Yeah. Anthony left the look-in zone open and tried to cover the flat zone. So he is making a slight adjustment now to the ground game of Dennis. Let's see what happens here. It's a 20-yard line. This is always scary. He can still throw the ball, but he throws that short pass to Jeff Wilson, the ever so versatile Jeff Wilson. Is incomplete. God, I've got him in another league, Tim. I'm going to have to look at using him, maybe. You know, I'm being impressed by Dennis's use of Jeff Wilson. Second and 10, excuse me, at the 20-yard line. Still, the bomb is in order, and he's got a 6 free safety, so he might keep that guy home. I wonder if he's going to call run, though. And Dennis can do anything here, so he could throw the bomb. So it would be dangerous to not leave that 6 there. Second and 10. And it's a short pass to Julio Jones, and he keyed Wilson. He did make the major adjustment there to try to stop the ground game. And there's a receiver call, and first down as he got how many yards did he pick? 13 yards.
Yep, 13.
That was Julio Jones, and now it's first and goal as 6:54 to go in the first half. Seattle threatening to take the lead. Ingram is his lone running back at the 7-yard line. And is Anthony going to call run or pass here?
Anthony held inside the 10 last time. We'll see what he does here.
Yep. I'm guessing he will guess pass.
Yep.
And he did. It's a short pass to Jones, but 13 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. They take the lead. Here's the extra point. And looks good.
It's a couple of great drives by Dennis to take the lead in this game.
Very patient.
Very.
10-7 Seattle with 6:36 to go. Let's see how Anthony and the New York Yanks respond there. They start at their 25-yard line, and they got the 4 wideouts again with Mostert, the running back. 6:36 to go. 3-3-5 defense for Seattle. They're playing somebody back in the. Oh, it's going to be an off tackle for Mostert. And the block doesn't work, and he gets only 2 yards. 2nd and 8. Still 4 wideouts in there. Burkhead is now the running back. I think Anthony might throw a flat pass here to Burkhead.
Yeah, I know he does like to use them that way.
Yeah, those 4s out there are kind of tempting, but it's an end run, Burkhead.
Yep.
11 yards. That helps the cause.
Yeah.
Now, do you go into the 3 or 4 wideout set much, Tim?
I don't, and that's because, again, stock league, I play the Chiefs. I've got Kelsey. You can't go 4 wides when you take Kelsey out of the lineup. But I don't know what he normally does. Here's he double teamed, I guess, but it was a run to Burkhead again, huh?
Yeah, we got 0 that time.
Unfortunately. But, in this matchup, Anthony and I played this a little bit earlier today, and he toyed with this 4 wide receiver and decided he kind of liked it in this matchup. Is kind of what he said.
Oh, he doesn't run it all the time, huh?
Well, I don't know. See, that's something because this is my first exposure to any game ever in this league.
I played Anthony this year, and I don't think I saw this. Of course, I've got.
This may be a wrinkle. This may be a wrinkle that he designed to be, showed in something different.
Because see, I have a 5-slot corner, and I don't think he'd play this much against me. 2nd and 10 as New York still has the ball at 38. So looking past the Burkhead at the 6 is there, but he gets the receiver and 5 yards, and now 3rd and 5 with 4:12 to go. The reason I was asking about that, Tim, is that the thing I don't like about that offense is that roll of 1 and you get a guess right run. So you can't really get the running game. You can't count on the running game too much when you put those receivers in there. Here's an end run by Burkhead again. Yes, it passed, but he only gets -1 because there's the 1, as I happen to highlight, Tim.
And that's true. The other thing, though, that it does is when he goes into that 4 wide, it puts Dennis in a little bit of a pickle as far as formation. If you're going to go into a nickel, you're transmitting that your free safety is going to be pulled to the line if you guess run, and if you go dime, you're transmitting that the run is a free one. So I think he's trying to kind of dictate with that formation as much as anything. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. It makes all the sense in the world. You're right. And one thing you said is very important is that, it brings that 6 down. That's interesting.
Yeah. So once you're in that formation, you're either going to match up where you're not matched up very well, like 3 and 4.
Wasn't that a fumble on a punt?
Oh, wait a minute. So Anthony has it. Is that what it was?
The other way. I thought it was just. I thought
we're going to have to look up. Normally, I can scroll up because I'm watching the game, but let's see here.
Yeah, help me as I get distracted by an interesting topic.
Punch out 47 yards. Yes, he did. Jakeem Grant, it says right there, fumbles the ball. Raheem Mostert is who recovers that ball, and it is 1st and goal at the 9 for the New York Yankees. I think he says.
You know what I like to do here, Tim? Let me just tell you a secret. I like to go end run here because if I don't get it, I'm back outside the 10 and it gives me a little versatility anyway.
And there he does. I think it's a good call, and he agrees. There's an end run to Himes.
But he got nothing for his troubles. So 0, and it's 2nd and 9. He's still got the full house in there.
It's also a good call because if you're ever okay losing on an end run, losing a yard or two, which is part of that risk, now you're dropping back behind the 10 where now you've opened up little flat passes too. So I like your thinking there. I do.
Exactly. That's exactly what my thinking is. That's what the hell? He calls pass and I got a good run. He calls run and
high risk, high reward at exactly the right place to pull that kind of play.
Yeah, you can use that if you want, Tim, on your scouting. Go ahead.
Absolutely.
Okay, 2nd and goal, and there's a blitz now by Dennis. He likes the blitz a lot. He's got 41 sacks on the season.
Wow, full house at the 9. That's interesting to me.
That is interesting, but that's what Anthony's sticking
on
with.
2nd and goal. Wow. Defensively, I'm not sure if I'm Dennis. I don't know what to think about a full house at the 9 like that.
Yeah.
Because Derek Carr's strength is the flat passing. You're not flat passing from the 9, and
exactly.
So.
And the risk from Anthony here is the sack if he throws it, but he goes off tackle with Burkett, and that ain't gonna get much.
Yeah, and he's running into tackles and noses that are highly rated.
3 yards because I think he got a boost on the blocking because of the full house. Or no,
he just wanted to get closer to set up this next play. I'm not sure.
But he's still a full house. 3rd and 6. Wow.
Yep.
That's surprising. I think he's going to run it then because he's going to go 4 downs here. I'd say that this, if I'm thinking Dennis. Wait, I'm thinking I
think I've seen him do this in my league, in our USFFL league as well. Pull some full house inside the 10.
But on the 6th, 3rd down, that's unusual.
Yeah, a little bit.
Dennis blitzes 3-3-5 going against the. Boy, what's Dennis going to call here? Because I think Anthony's going to run it. I really do. He's going to end run.
I think you pass it, and he does pass it.
Man hurts and it's incomplete. So I was wrong up and down the line, which is not unusual. 4th and 6, looks like Anthony will go for the field goal, and it's good. Tyler Bass kicks it home. And we have a 10-10 game with 1:52 to play in the first half. This is the regular season 16th game for both the Seattle Seahawks, coached by Dennis Crowley, and New York Yanks, coached by Anthony Tangora. And this is for the number 1 seed in frozen tundra. 1:52, and Wilson back. He's just got a standard set with Wilson, the running back, which I think he's going to run Wilson, is my guess. Let's see. And he's got a whole and
good call defensively.
Same way I did. He called run. Very interesting. Anthony hasn't called a lot of run.
And that's a gutsy call with less than 2 minutes left. He's way back at his 25. It's not the time to get hit on a long pass.
It sure paid off. Yeah, you're right. That is a gutsy call, but Anthony is a gutsy guy, as you
He is. He is.
If you don't know anything about Anthony, you know he's got guts.
He's got some cowboy in his schemes. That's for sure.
Yeah. 3-3-5, 2nd and 15. Now Madison comes in, but he's not bringing in 3 wide receivers.
2 tight ends does increase the pass block rating, so that could be, keeping more protection and kind of target one of these other receivers. Maybe I don't know.
That's a very good point, because the sack is both a offensive weapon or an offensive concern of Dennis's and a defensive weapon. He goes end run with Madison, gets 6 yards, bringing a manageable 3rd and 9 at 26 with 145. He's got to be thinking first down here so that Anthony doesn't get a shot at another score before half.
That run was probably to set up a short pass opportunity here.
Maybe. And he's got 3 wideouts in with Jeff Wilson. So Anthony's not going to let. I think Anthony keeps his 6 in the long pass zone, and I think he just calls pass here.
Yeah, that's what I would do. Play it safe, and 3rd and 9, make you beat me with dice.
Whoa, looks like he's going to go bold here. It's a short pass to Wilson. Look what Anthony did with blitzing both ends.
Yeah,
he was thinking an end run possibly.
He must be, because those aren't great blitzers.
Yeah, 4th and 9, 107, and Dennis is going to have to punt. 26-yard line. We're going to return this. And it's 5 yards with
a minute to go, 3 timeouts. He's got it at the 38.
That's pretty good position. He plays 4 wideouts again with Burkhead. That 0 on Fuller is very interesting to look at.
I'd be pretty shocked to see him run it until Mostert comes back in.
Yeah, he double teams 3 receivers. And it's a flat pass to Burkhead, but he went left. But he got a short gain out of it. First down. Anthony moves to the 38-yard line. 52 seconds to play. Everybody has all their timeouts. Mostert is in with the 4 wideouts. No, he's going to bring Burkhead back in. You're going to have to help me out, Tim, and tell me why is he using Burkhead and why is he using Mostert?
Well, so Burkhead's going to be a better pass blocker, I'm almost certain, to provide cover. And you need that when you've got TJ Watt, who has the star rating that could potentially match up against the blocking back. So that to me is when you go Burkhead in this 2 minute, I think you're signaling that you're definitely going to throw it.
Very good point. Thank you. I knew somebody smarter than me would have the answer. Look into Burkhead, and he gets 4 yards. 45 seconds to go. Anthony uses the timeout. 2nd and 6. He's moved into Seattle territory. Now he can be a little conservative here. He's still got 2 timeouts left. Burkhead's still in there. Anthony's doing some researching here.
He's checking field goal range. Yeah, he's got enough. He's got enough seconds left and timeout control to, not rule out getting to the end zone yet.
Oh yeah, no, that's still in play. But he's there's a double teaming Shark, and he throws a short pass to Burkhead, incomplete. Wow, Burkhead is
So now the problem is that he's really fringe on that field goal range, and it's 3rd down.
Yes, and like we talked about before, running it without enough blocking is that 1 comes up and you're screwed.
You're only going to take that risk if you've got Mostert at the helm.
Yeah, well, it's Burkhead again and at the back.
That's what I think anyway. We'll see what he thinks.
Okay. Oh, look at Dennis covers the flat pass left. 3-3-5.
He's going to run it.
With Burkhead.
Right up the middle.
And he gets.
Did he get the block? No. Right guard couldn't make the block. 4th and 4. And he's going to go for a long field goal here too. Check him out.
Wow, he is. Well, he was already prepared for what it was going to be.
Well, he's looking at. I didn't see what it is, but he's going to do it. It looks like
2 through 6. I think he's at about 40% chance for a long field goal here. 30 seconds to play. 10-10 tie. This is for the lead for the New York Yanks, and
no good.
And it turns over to Seattle. I wish we'd see what the numbers are.
Yeah, normally I do, but again, every game I've broadcasted has been a stock league game or even seen. So I don't know if it's normal or unusual that you can't see the kicker to come up with the dice here, but normally we do in our league.
Yeah. Okay, well, Anthony's got the 3-3-5 in with 22 seconds left. Seattle and Dennis still within range here of getting a good field goal, and he goes the end run left with Ingram for 5 yards, so that gets him into New York territory with 15 seconds to play. He's at the 48. Now Anthony preparing to.
Dennis took a timeout there too.
Yeah, so he's got one left. 3-3-5 for Anthony and New York, trying to prevent something in the range of 15 yards would probably get into field goal territory. So just a short pass would do it.
He's going deep though.
Bomb to Irv Smith. And it's incomplete. 3rd and 5 with 8 seconds to play. He's got
I like that call. I like that call. You're kind of taking one chance that he might abandon that zone to get an important double team in that moment.
I agree, Tim.
That's probably why he went to Irv Smith.
That was a good call. That was a very and a guy like Smith that you're not going to be double teaming either. That was a good call.
It's probably only it probably only ends up being a great call if you can get yourself into field goal range still on this play.
Yeah. Yeah. So now he goes to this short pass, I think. And I'm saying Ingram. I'm thinking a short pass to Ingram. And it's an end run Wilson. This shows what I know. And he gets the 5 yards for a first down with 1 second to play, the 43, and I don't think that's in his range.
That'd be one heck of a kicker.
Did an end run. Very interesting. Wow, looks like he can get it there.
He's looking for the variable.
Maybe on the variable he can get there. But it doesn't materialize. The kick was no good. And the old GH message. Tim, I hope you're not so cliche that you put the GH at the end of the half. Tell me you don't.
No, usually what I put at the end of a half is you want a break or you ready to roll.
Okay, I'll accept that one. But that good half, especially when you're beating the guy 24-0, you know.
Oh yeah, if I'm up like that, I don't say very much.
Yeah, you don't tell the guy he had a good half, please.
That's right.
Come on. Okay, well they're ready to go, and so are we, Tim. It's fun working with you, Tim.
You too, man.
Time. Okay, it's New York's ball, and it has not changed. He's gone with that 4 wide out setup. Most starts off, and remember, he's got that 80-yard run on the end run. I'm seeing if he's going to throw that end run in there once in a while.
And that's his ability to run, especially on that end run, is what makes it a little dangerous, for Dennis to just think he's going to sit down here in a 3-4 against these 4 wides to protect that run. Mostert makes it scary.
Yeah, it does. Look at that card. It's, I guess, wrong. It is a scary card. And it's a flat pass to Hilton. There's only a 4 there, and it's only a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 now in the 27. This is Frozen Tundra, regular season, game 16 for the New York Yanks, coached by Anthony Tangora, and the Seattle Seahawks, coached by Dennis Crowley. The winner of this game gets the number 1 seed in Frozen Tundra. 2nd and 8, still has Mostert in there, still has 4 wide receivers. He hasn't been going to Fuller much, and he's double teaming Fuller, but he goes to Hilton for 12 yards and a first down for New York. God, that's fascinating me that Dennis has a 0 on his best wide receiver, and 1 is Anthony's not throwing him to him much, and 2, Dennis isn't double teaming him much. So one of these has got to give here soon.
They're probably both self-aware of that and wondering when the other guy's going to flinch.
Exactly. There's a cat and mouse going on there. Flat pass to Mostert. Woohoo! A possible interception goes incomplete. Anthony will take that. 2nd and 10. Yeah, that's exactly what's going on. We don't see anything, but he's got to see that 0.
Yeah, neither one of them is. These are great coaches. Neither one of them is blind to the fact that that's sitting out there being exposed on both sides.
Yeah, you and I know that these are very sharp coaches. So
they know what they're doing.
They know what they're doing. Yeah, he doubles Fuller and he throws to Hilton, and he does the flat pass right, and there's nobody there. Was that an interception chance?
It is incomplete. It looks like Derek, if I'm seeing right, he was looking for Raheem Mostert. Oh, did we freeze up? What do we got going on here? Let me see.
I don't know. Something jumped on us.
It might be that we're frozen. Let's see what he's saying here. Yeah, so it looks like Dennis has said that his work VPN dropped. So let's see what if they're able to continue the game right back up, or if they have to get something figured out at work.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he threw an open zone interception chance.
Is that what it was?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a real pisser. Okay, so what do we have here? Looks like we are going to get set back up here.
Yeah, it looks like he's getting ready to relaunch. Give me a chance here while they're setting up to kind of to tell you, Duke, as it relates to this broadcast. I had my game last night, so I reached out to Anthony tonight and just, toward the end of the day and said, hey, if you want to play a game tonight, I'm just looking for a game. Doesn't matter the matchup. If you want to play, let me know. And so I just reached out to him at random, and Anthony said, well, I've got this game tonight. You want to play it? So I downloaded this league. I took Dennis's team, this very matchup, and Anthony and I played one half. And it was in that one half of that game earlier tonight that he kind of used me, and I've never even played a draft team where I'm looking at different players from multiple teams, but I played Dennis's team, and some of what I did he told me changed kind of his thought process, and some of that had to do with us seeing a little more of the 4 wide than probably you might have expected.
That's interesting, because I had a playoff game years ago where the game, the last regular season game meant nothing, but the guy against me played 5 wide receivers against me. But he didn't have a good running quarterback. Okay. Well, I had Donovan McNabb and I had 5 decent receivers. So on the playoff game, I used the 5 wide receivers and McNabb, and it was a killer offense. Okay. Let's see who has the ball here. It looks like the Yanks have the ball. It's a 10-10 tie, 43-yard line of Seattle, 1st and 10. Mostert is in there. I think we're going to go a shot at that end run now, maybe. What do you think? Huh? End run left, Mostert. It's a pass, but he gets the dreaded -2.
Yeah, that's too bad. It's funny because you've called it that, you run that risk. You run that risk as well with a 3 wide receiver, 1 halfback anytime you're doing that. But if he's going to run that formation, you got to run Mostert every now and then to keep him honest.
Yeah,
he hasn't been able to hit him. I mean, Mostert is 6 carries, 7 yards, and that's unusual for that card.
Yeah, but that's a very good point, though, Tim. The fact that he just ran him at all. Well, there's the bomb to Johnson. It's a long gain, 43 yards.
You just said that he's a conspicuously good receiver.
Tyron Johnson, what a killer! Oh God!
1st and goal at the 2.
Okay,
and by the way, he was double teaming Fuller, the 0 that was getting the double team from the free safety on that play.
I'm glad you mentioned that. That's very interesting because once again, that's the cat and mouse, and he went to Johnson, his worst receiver. Blocking back comes up. That ain't going to get it. 2nd and goal at 3. Anthony has got his full house in there with Burkett and Hines. Ham's only the blocking back, so he's only going to run with 2 of those guys. Dennis has got his standard defense in there. It's a 10-10 tie. We're in the 3rd quarter here.
He's going to run Burkhead. I'll bet he runs Burkhead. just because he's a low fumble guy, and you're so close, and he has the hogs up front.
Okay, I'm going to say he runs Hines. I'm going to say he runs Hines off tackle right. That's just a guess.
He'll cross us both up and throw it in there.
Yeah, it'll be a throw.
Keys. Oh, look at that! You were right. Off tackle to Hines, and Dennis thought like me. He keyed Burkhead.
Yeah. Okay, now we got 3rd and goal at the 1. Now this is what
huge play.
Fascinating what good coaches do. Now some will throw a pass. You're not going to throw to Davis against a 6. That ain't going to happen. Burkhead against a 4.
That line is 0.
He's got Hill in there. What is
0 chance I'm not running this ball with that line, I don't think. That's just me. All those 5s and 6s up front. I'm running this ball.
A lot of them there. But
I'm running this ball. Whether it be a sneak or Burkhead or whatever.
Linebuck Hines, and it's just run.
Oh, and Dennis does the right thing. Dennis calls run only, so it covers the multitude of running backs and quarterback that could have tried that run and gets the stuff he needs with a good dice roll.
Anthony's going to go for it, and I like this, Anthony. I like that.
Wow, that's bold. You like it? I kind of don't, only because you're tied, and so you get a chance to take the lead. But, if he gets it, he's a genius. You know how that works?
Yes. I'm gonna run Hill around the left end. If I were Anthony, I would run Hill around the left end.
Wow, I don't know. I don't know what to call 4th and goal. It'd be a lot easier call for me at the 1. On the 2, I'm so conflicted.
Oh yeah, the 2 is tough. But you can't.
But I still think I'd run it. All those hogs.
There's too many 1s that come up on the middle. And he goes off tackle left
and
with Hines.
Gets stuffed again.
Well, you were right, Tim. And he shouldn't have gone for it. What was he thinking?
I don't know. I like getting the lead there. It's not like it's been a up and down track race.
No, you know how I call that, Tim. I think about, what do I not want my opposing coach to do if I was at his situation? I wouldn't want him to run for it. So I would have done just what Anthony did, but what do I know? Okay, what do we? The connection is still pretty weak. I can't hover over players.
Yeah, so he's having some efficiency issues playing a really important game.
Maybe we should both reboot. And we don't have to reboot, do we, Tim?
So no, we don't have to reboot, but a new broadcast would have to be set up if Anthony reboots.
Yeah, they're going to have to set up.
I want to do this. Let me back out here. I'm going to offer to Anthony, if you guys want me, I could broadcast it, because if I broadcast it, I can pull up the box score. We can see in-game stats and stuff.
Well, that would be cool.
Because that's how I normally do our broadcast. Let me just see if Anthony wants me to do that.
See if you can't set that up, and just let me know how I get brought into this.
Well, hang on 1 second here. I'm just telling you.
Hey guys.
Hey, there he is.
I'm talking to myself here. Echo. That's crazy echo.
Hey, this is great working with Tim.
So Tim, I'm glad to hear that. Not surprised.
Yeah, we're getting along famously.
Would Tim? I heard you say that you're just going to pick up the broadcast.
If you want me to.
I think you can hold the link, though. Probably best to hold the link in one broadcast, because it would be 2 broadcasts. Even though you get stats, when we repost it to YouTube, it would be 2 links.
Well, and that's fine. But my thinking is, if we're going to stay with the same link, then I don't know that it's worth it unless you're planning, because if you're planning, I was only offering that if you're planning on rebooting. If not, you want to keep it probably as one broadcast. And I agree, we should stay with you hosting it. Does that make sense?
Apparent Dennis, yeah, and Dennis is saying the broadcast will hold, like the link will hold, and all those links will hold. So, okay, I'm gonna try it, and then we can try the same link. If we can do that, be good.
Yeah.
Okay. Here, right?
So are you rebooting, Anthony?
I'm rebooting. Yep.
Okay. Well,
Right.
we'll see if you're on the other side, and I'll keep an eye on Slack just in case.
Okay, right back.
All right. So we'll see. I think when he reboots, it's going to shut us off, Duke, and I assume you and I will be linking up again after. I'll be chatting with him on Slack to see if he posts a new link or whatever, and we'll see.
Do you have?
He says it'll hold. It says it'll hold. So I think they're saying that even though they're both rebooting, and neither you and I started this broadcast, I think his expectation is you and I are going to be able to sit here and make this work while we wait for them to come back.
Okay. Well, I am as technically inept as they come. Okay, Tim. So
yeah,
I will offer no advice and no help.
All right.
Yeah. Strictly an old school guy.
Yeah, I like broadcasting more so when like if I host the game so that I can you select watch game. Have you ever done that where you just kind of watch the game, put in the number?
I've had where guys have done that. I don't know how to do that, but you're right. When you can do it that way and you can see all the stats, you can change the screens. That's
it allows me because we're watching this game and we're broadcasting it, and of course we get that so far today box that says, "Hey, Derek Carr is 6 for 7." But there have been plenty of times that as I'm watching the game and hearing you broadcast, and I'm thinking, man, if I'm broadcasting, I'm going to pull the box scores. Hey, it looks like we're 6 of 7 on third down so far. I like to pull these things out that we can't get access to. So
yeah, that's so sweet if you can do it that way.
Yeah. Yeah. But so yeah, we're what Dennis is man, Dennis is in our Super Bowl as well. Like I say, he advanced beating the Rams in the NFC title game, and the Steelers beat me last night, and so it's going to be the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Dennis's Seattle Seahawks. And the Steelers, I don't know if it's a guy you would know, but it's Peter Shibley. I don't know if he's in this league or other leagues.
I don't think I know him.
But yeah, he and Dennis go way back. Apparently, they've played a ton of games together, and they're about to meet in our Super Bowl. And there he is. He's back.
Hey guys,
how's it going, Anthony?
All right.
You're right. It held for us during the reboot.
Yeah, Dennis called it. That was couldn't Hines is 40% there off tackle guess right, and then you have he's 40% 2 yards. And then you have the 4, 5, 6. I have the lineman and he has 4 linebackers in there. If I were to go on right, Duke, then I'm facing TJ Watt somewhere as a 6. So I'm avoiding that, which is why I'm going left.
But they're better blockers for to the right.
I like the call.
No, they're all 6s except the end.
Like the call.
Oh.
That was big.
Yeah, he likes the call. Duke.
I like scrap metal in my eyes too. So.
Right, waiting for Dennis to arrive here.
Sure.
This is a fascinating game. This really is.
Yeah, it's close.
Yeah, I'm usually throwing a lot of long balls, and I'm not throwing it here. So
both Tim and I know you guys, and we kind of know what's going on unseen to the novice viewer. They wouldn't understand the dynamics, but you coming out with 4 wide receivers like that, and he's got a 0 on Fuller is bizarre.
Going deep here. You guys in?
No.
Can you see it? Oh, stand by. I haven't shared my screen.
Yeah, we'll need that.
I can tell you what happens. Guessed right. He gets Godwin on a receiver for 43 to get him out of the hole. So we'll
see. That's why you got to bring us back in the loop. You have us out of the loop. You already gave up 43 yards.
Get rid of me and Tim. We're good luck for you.
There you go.
There we go. Thanks, buddy.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, Duke. We're back in.
Okay. Finn Irvin is with me. I'm Dave Semensky. This is the Frozen Tundra regular season game of the third quarter with 9 minutes to play. The winner of this game is the number 1 seed in Frozen Tundra, and it's a 1st and 10 in Seattle own territory with Jeff Wilson, the running back. And Jones and Godwin are on the wideouts. Everything's standard here and it's a flat pass left to Irv Smith. There's a 5 there. And it's an interception chance that falls incomplete. Madison comes in at running back, 2nd and 10. Seattle at 45, 8:42 to play in the third, 10-10 tie. Anthony and the Yanks have a 3-4 defense.
And if we could see stats here, I'd love to know 17 passes for Wilson. I'd like to know how much the run, where that balance is today. How many runs?
Yeah, that's true. Now he goes 3 wideouts with Wilson. Anthony goes to the 3-3-5 defense, 3rd and 10. Jones and Davis are out there, and he keeps Wilson in. He's thrown to Wilson a couple of times.
That was a tough miss on that Julio Jones receiver card there.
Yeah. Jeez. Oh, look at that. Yeah. I missed that. Okay, it's Davis and Jones out there. Big 3rd and 10. A short pass to Jones. Receiver, no, and Jones misses it again.
Another big drop for Jones there.
Wow. Okay, Johnston to punt for Seattle, 4th and 10, the 45, and it's still 10-10. The ball goes down to the 6-yard line. That's always tough. What do you do here, Tim? Let it roll?
At the 6, it's borderline, but I would. It depends how good your returner is. For Nyheim Hines, I think you return it because Nyheim Hines, I think, has a touchdown on a 3. So I think I'm going to go. Am I wrong? No, I don't see that touchdown.
No, I don't. 4-yard return, so he at least gets out to the 10-yard line. Anthony comes out with his 4 wide receivers and Mostert's 80-yard run will only get him to the 10-yard line, though.
Duke, I'm going to ask a question here that I shouldn't have to ask at this point, but what year or cards are we playing here?
These are the 2020 cards.
So the most recent cards?
Yes.
Man, okay. It's just been a couple times where some of the results we've seen don't line up with what I remember for some of these players. So I'm just curious.
These are the latest cards. There's an incomplete pass that was thrown to Hilton, 2nd and 10. Now I think you're going to see Dennis blitz, is my guess here. He is an aggressive blitzer and a 2nd down here. I think he's going to bring some people in on the 2nd and 10. Mostert is the running back. Same 4 wideouts. It's a short pass to Stark, and I was wrong. He did not blitz. And the pass was a must run, and for 5 yards, it's 3rd and 5.
Big now, 3rd and 5. He's bringing his 3rd down back in.
Yeah, old Burkhead. Might throw a little dink to Burkhead. 3rd and 5. The big Bombers are flanked on either side of Burkhead, and Derek Carr is the quarterback. 3rd and 5 from the 15-yard line. 10-10 tie. Huge play, guys. Huge.
Got to be a dump pass, I would think, with Carr's propensity for that. Let's see what he does.
And
it
it's
is
a
indeed.
Flat pass to Fuller, but there's 2 men in zone. Great call by Dennis. 4th and 5. He put 2 guys over there, and
there are good calls, and then there are good calls at the right time.
Yes, that was the right time, and it was Fuller he threw it to, by the way. Punt only goes 46 yards. It's at the Seattle 46. The Seahawks take over with Madison at the halfback spot, and a 10-10 tie, 6:18 to play in the 3rd. This is for the number 1 seed in Frozen Tundra. Our commissioner, founder, Gary Nagata. By the way, if Dennis wins this game, Tim, it puts Cincinnati in the number 3 spot. If they win their last game, they're the only other team with a chance to go to the number 2 seed. If the Yankees and Anthony win, then it's still 1-2. The Yanks would be 1. Seattle would be 2 seed. 1st and 10. And it's a Madison at the halfback spot. 3-4 defense for the Yanks. It's an off tackle left with Madison. And it's 6 yards. Guess wrong. Bringing about a 2nd and 4. He's moved down to the 28-yard line of the Yankees. Madison, 5 runs for 37 yards, a 7.4 average. And Seattle is grinding it out as they do on the ground a lot. They're in field goal position, a big 2nd and 4 call. Ingram now comes in as the third choice at running back. Let's see how Anthony plays this. Dennis has been using a lot of run. Is Anthony going to take a little wing here at the run call, 2nd and 4? No, he passed, short pass to Godwin. The guess was passed, and the pass was incomplete. Now we have a very big 3rd down and 4 at the 28-yard line of the Yankees with Ingram the back. Standard set. Let's see what Anthony plays defensively. You make the call, Tim. What does Dennis do with Ingram on 3rd and 4?
I would think you're looking at another dump pass. 3rd and 4, just too many ways. Both of these quarterbacks are so flat-centric.
Yeah.
The 4 linebackers is a little bit nervous since Anthony went to a 3-4. You might be more inclined to go short pass here, knowing if you don't get it, you have a dump that could. Oh, he's going to go deep, though. Look at that.
Goes with the bomb, the good one.
Who is
And
not
it's
double-teamed.
Incomplete. Whoa.
Oh.
What a bold call by Dennis. Looks like he's going to go for a field goal here from the 28-yard line. I believe his kicker is Bass or Sly. No, it's Joey Sly. And he missed it. It's
He
no
sure
good
did.
on a 10 roll. Ooh.
Wow, 2 through 9 and 12 were good. He misses the huge field goal opportunity
Is
to take
that
the
a
lead.
big miss.
Sure is.
Wow.
And it flips field position a little bit. He doesn't get to kick it deep now. Anthony gets to start on his own 35.
Exactly. For own 35, 4:12 to play in the 3rd. He's got the 4 wideouts and Mostert. Look into Mostert. Nobody there. Short gain. Good call by Anthony with a little dump over the middle to Mostert, and he moves out to the 49-yard line. Time running out in the 3rd. 10-10 tie. These two teams are
deep to Fuller.
There's the bomb to Fuller. Oh, he didn't double them. It went incomplete.
Just missed it.
These riverboat gamblers here, Pim. Wow. Mostert still in there. 4 wideouts. No changes by Anthony.
We're approaching the 4th quarter in a 10-10 game between a couple of Titan coaches. They recognize right now that one long pass can really change the turn of the whole game.
Yep. Yeah, you're right. And both of these coaches do that. No matter how conservative they might be playing, they will cut it loose.
Yeah, it's all a ruse to suck you in.
Yes. We don't fall for that, do we, Tim?
I've seen that. Well, not that.
Come on, Tim. We don't fall for that crap.
I already told you I'm 0 for 2 in Super Bowls against this guy.
Well, I am too.
And Anthony stole the division from me this year, so I clearly got my work to do.
Picked off.
Oh, and a good call. It was a double team by the safety. Marcus May double teams TY.
But, it turns out to be an average punt.
Yeah. Was that on 3rd down?
Yep. That was a 3rd down.
Yeah.
3rd down long.
Then there you go.
10-10. Madison, the running back. Seattle takes over. There's only 2:42 left in the 3rd period. 2 powerhouse teams and coaches going head-to-head. Anthony blitzes up the middle. Short pass to Irv Smith. 10 yards. Wilson strikes. It's at the Seattle 44 with 2:06 to play. Both teams in the frozen tundra, 14-1, going for the number 1 seed. I'm Dave Semensky, along with Tim Irvin, and we're here on a Saturday or Friday night. What are we saying, Tim?
I said that's right.
Madison is the halfback, and he's got had a good game so far.
Does Dennis play a lot of 2 tight end in this league with this team? Do you know?
No, not that I haven't played him in this league this year, but I don't know him to play a lot of 2 tight end formations. There's a flat pass that falls incomplete, 2nd and 10. It was the throw to Madison. So really, Dennis has spread it around. Jones, Smith, Madison, got Ingram, if I'm not mistaken, is one of his leading receivers, and
There's a good call. Look into an open zone. He had double the flats, but he called the right zone over the middle, and it's a 10-yard gain.
10-yard gain. Ingram on the season's caught 46 passes for 609 yards, a 13.2 average, and he hasn't been throwing to Ingram much at all. And there's a 4 on him. 1st and 10 at the Yankee 30-yard line, 10-10 tie. And it's a off tackle left for 6 yards. Now Madison has 6 runs for 43 yards, a 7.2 average.
Dennis blending the offense well again on this drive.
Yep. At some point, Anthony's got to stop it. Yeah, and he does with the run call, and it's a blocking back rating, and he gets the 5 yards. Or 1 yard, I'm sorry. 3rd and 5 now at the 25-yard line. Now another big call. Madison's in there. He's got his standard set, and it looks like Anthony's going to play a 3-3-5 defense against the standard set, which enables you to just double team two players if you want. Now, I could see Dennis running here 3rd and 5, Tim.
Yeah, I was thinking more Julio Jones in the flat.
Okay,
we'll see what he does. Julio Jones has a real good car, but look at you. There you go again.
Yeah, I know Dennis a little bit.
Hey, you do, and that was a great call on his part. He got a short gain out of that.
Yeah, but
wait a minute. Whoa. We got
the defense
containment.
The containment stopped him 1 yard short.
Yep.
What does he do?
4th and 1. I say kick it. I say take the lead.
Okay, let's see. You got it. He did kick it. I thought I knew Dennis. I guess I don't.
Situational football. Yeah, I can see. Of course, I can see Dennis doing either one. Did he get it? He got it. That's good.
Yeah.
13-10.
In this game, 10 points are at such a premium.
Right, and I think that's why that was the same thing I said when Anthony had the call.
Yeah.
Okay. When you're struggling to put up points, man, take the lead.
Okay, so now he's got that 0 still on Fuller. He's still got Mostert in there. Mostert's got no problem with carries or being tired. He hasn't been overworked. And Anthony is thinking, who's he going to go to?
And because Dennis is sitting in the nickel, he can run Mostert and know that he's got to bring that safety in to cover it.
Well, he did a look into Hilton, and he hit the open zone again. He's hit that several times against Dennis. 2nd and 1. He's out to the 34-yard line. We have 12:54 to play. Seattle is taking the lead 13-10. This is a battle of 14-1 teams in the Frozen Tundra League. Winner of this game gets the number 1 seed. And I'm in the playoffs here, Tim, so they might have to face me. Off tackle, Mostert, 5 yards, 1st down. New York, he's at the 39-yard line.
Burkhead, yep.
That stays with the 3-3-5. Potent defense. I think he's got to double team Fuller on this play. I think Dennis has not double teamed him recently. He's got to double team him, and he doesn't. And it's an end run Burkhead, which will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. The blocking back didn't do the job. Burkhead comes back in there at 2nd and 11. 11:42 to play. Yanks with the ball, down by 3 at their own 38. 2nd and 11. What do you call here, Tim?
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised if he's going to flat this, but he's going in run again to Burkhead. Dennis was thinking the same as me. He doubled Burkhead.
17 yards.
He got it.
Rex Burkhead. Oh, give me a break.
I told you, Anthony likes in run to Burkhead.
Yeah, don't knock on Burkhead. Don't knock on Burkhead.
He likes in run to Burkhead.
Okay. I'm impressed. 17 yards, I'll take it. He's hit the 45 of Seattle. 11:06, 13:10. Here comes Anthony and the New York Yanks. Mostert is back in there. 3-3-5 for Dennis. It's a look-in pass to Mostert. Receiver gets 3 yards over the middle. Now, Anthony seems to be working that middle with the look-in pass. I want you to look at this, Tim. I think late in the game, Anthony's going to throw a flat pass at either the right or the wrong time. But he's being safe with that look-in pass. 2nd and 7. It's a key of Mostert, but it's a flat pass right to Mostert for 9 yards. That could have been the pass I was talking about. I don't know. Wasn't an open zone, but 1st and 10 now at 33-yard line of Seattle, 9:54. Mostert, same set, 4 wideouts. Dennis, though, changed it up by keying Mostert last time. So he's looking to change his philosophy a little bit. It's a linebacker Mostert. He double-teamed Fuller. The blocking back comes up, and that is not going to get more than a yard. 2nd and 9. Now, this is these next 2 downs, very important. Here comes Dennis in the blitz. Dennis wants to keep him out of field goal range. Mostert is a linebacker. Whoa! He got the 7 yards. If he had hit the 6, he would have got 33 yards. But it's
missed opportunity there.
Okay, now, come on, Tim. Tell me what your old buddy Anthony does here with 3rd and 2 at the 25.
Oh, I'm not going to speculate on that. I think that's situationally, like I say, he's got hogs up front. I'm a running coach. I like running. I mean, because you can still go for it on 4th down. I would take it right at the middle. Plus, you're so close, you just get creeping closer to the variable range.
That's
too.
True.
So.
With the three backs, I'm agreeing with that. I think you at least get a yard here to get it to 4th and 1, but probably 2. Guess runs times, kind of what he was thinking last time, and he gets the 1st down as he bangs out 17 yards. The defensive end. That 6 came up. Now we're at the 8-yard line with 8:06 to play, and he comes in with that full house backfield again. This is where I'd run Burkhead around left end with what I would do if I were Anthony. But what the hell do I know? He's 2nd and goal. He's got the full house in there. Dennis is thinking, how might he pass it? But he goes pass, and he's got the zone left a little open, and it was a 3-yard gain because the linebacker couldn't cover that. And it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Now run becomes much more probable here, and let's see what Dennis does. He does that blitz. He's aggressive with the blitz always. You would assume that Anthony will keep it on the ground. Let's see. 2nd and goal from the 5. 7.5 minutes to play. We're halfway through the 4th quarter. He gets his pass, but Hines runs it, and the offensive end was not good. Oh, it was. Excuse me. He got the
That's a touchdown.
I thought he missed the block. This is for a 4-point lead, and he makes it. It's 17-13 New York Yanks, and Anthony Tungora leads in the battle for the number 1 seed in frozen tundra. 7:12 to play. Seattle takes over at their 25. The ball goes in the end zone. Now let's see if Dennis keeps it conservative. He's got the standard set. Madison, the running back. End run right, Madison on a pass call by Anthony. And he gets 4 yards. 2nd and 6. The Seattle 29. Dennis Crowley with the ball. The Seattle Seahawks down by 4. 6:36 to play. Madison is the running back. It's the bomb to Goodwin. Russell Wilson throws back for the long heave, and it's 43 yards. Guess
wow.
what? Ouch. Ouch. Woo.
Now you got to. Now you got to convert.
Wow. 28-yard line. 1st and 10, Seattle. 6 minutes to play. Wilson now back in there. He hasn't shown up in a while. Wilson is his primary running back during the year. As I told you, he got 1,289 yards for a 6.2 average during the year. Let's see what Anthony does here. Is he going to call run on 1st down? It's another bomb to Goodwin. There's a 6 back there in coverage, though. And he's guessed pass.
Oh, it's intercepted by Minka Fitzpatrick.
He takes it on the 20. Woo.
And now Anthony could try to work some clock.
Yes, I would. Is he still going to come out with a 4 wide receiver? You know what he might do? He might keep hitting that look-in pass and dink passes here. But you'd think he would come with a more standard set, but he's sticking to that 4 wide out set. Let's see how Dennis plays it and how this is fascinating, Tim.
It is, and it is indeed. I'm trying to think about what I would be thinking if I'm Dennis about how I want to approach that.
Yeah, there he goes, off tackle Mostert, and there's that dreaded one.
Yeah,
that's a killer on that formation.
Dennis has got the better side of those when he's chosen to run out of that 4 wide formation, and it's been coming down to whether you get that one on the white dice. Dennis has gotten the better of those situations probably in this game. I think
you're right. But he's playing the odds. He's got.
Sure, he is. It's part of the computation, no doubt about it.
He's got a 0 on his best wide receiver. He's got wide receivers with good cards all over the place. Pretty tough. But now 2nd and 10. What does Anthony do? Is he going to run Mostert again? I think he might try that end run this time again. I'm just guessing, but. What Dennis thinks, I think Dennis has to play it somewhat safe here.
He's throwing long to Fuller.
Bomb to Fuller with a 0.
Oh, intercepted.
Oh, my. A 0 on hit Fuller, and he gets 13-yard return. Oh, dear.
Yeah.
Back to the 39-yard line.
I was just having a feeling that Anthony might throw deep there, and he did.
I was thinking he was going to play conservative. Oh, wow. That's fascinating.
He wanted to take a shot to get it. You get that shot to midfield on a deep throw, you have the opportunity to start running some clock.
The long pass zone was vacated, and he's got a 0 on his best receiver.
Yeah.
Didn't work out.
Yeah, sometimes you're working to set yourself up in the right situation, but you still need the dice to back you up.
Okay, now we got to go into Anthony's head on defense. What's he going to do? Flat pass to Ingram. There's the Ingram call that and it's a 10-yard gain. Guessed wrong. To the 29, but he's not looking for a field goal here. 3-4 defense for Anthony. Jeff Wilson's the running back. Standard set. Julio Jones and Chris Godwin. Ingram and Smith, the tight ends. He's got a lot of blocking up front. Is he going to try to get it down close with a grind it out, or is he going to take a pop here soon? 4.5 minutes to play. Seattle down 4, but they're driving. Wilson's the running back. It's an end run right with Wilson. And he hits the defensive end, and he loses 2. 2nd and 12. 3:54 to play. And now, tell me, Tim, I know a lot of guys that like to run 2nd and long, but this is a do or die situation for Dennis. You think he's going to run it?
Yeah, he can't be too conservative. A field goal only does you so good.
Yeah.
But he's going to. I have no doubt that Dennis would run if he thinks that there's no chance Anthony's going to call run. It's still the right call in that situation.
Anthony's going to blitz though.
And there it is.
Linebacker draw for Wilson, and he gets the.
Look at that. Yep.
Oh my, the 6.
Beats the nose tackle for 17.
Oh, my. 17 yards on 2nd and 12, and it's a 1st and 10 at the Yankees 14-yard line with 3:18 to play. This is the Frozen Tundra final season game. 14-1 teams going for the number 1 seed. It's a 1st and 10 for Dennis Crowley and his Seattle Seahawks. Jeff Wilson is the back. Anthony Tungara is coaching the Yanks, and he's trying to hold the line here. Linebuck Wilson gets run, and he gets the 7-yard gain on the offensive guard. It's only a 4 roll, and he was able to get there. Now we got a full house backfield at the Yankees 7-yard line, 2nd and 3.
I think one thing we wouldn't see is a short pass. I think Dennis would love to get a first down inside that first down marker so he can run some more clock.
Yes. And he's got the
Second
full house
3.
in there.
Yeah, 2nd and 3. He may just run this.
I don't see a pass, especially now Anthony's blitzing. But I think
he's inside the 10. You can't flat. Sure enough, here's the end run. But give Anthony credit. He keyed the right man.
Oh, my. He keyed him. Whoa, what a call.
Good call on the defense. That's right.
What a call. Woo. Okay, now it's 3rd and 4. Okay, he's going for it and 2 downs, okay? He's at the 8-yard line. You almost have to call run here if you're Anthony. What do you think?
Defensively, it's just on the side. 2-minute warning is after this play. No matter what happens, nobody will need to use a timeout. So time's not a factor on this play.
That is a bit. Can you hear me, Tim?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, here I'm going to call. Well, I'll tell you what I'll call shortly, but one sec. I'll get you in on this.
Yeah, let's be quiet and let you.
We got to get Bowser in there for the 5-run support, and then we're going to show a blitz. And I'll tell you why I'm about to do what I'm going to do.
Okay.
And he probably knows this, but that's okay. I mean, you got to sort of that is this game.
Also, the must run on Wilson is dangerous.
Yeah, it sure is. Wow. Right, exactly. So I'm calling run here because I don't mind him scoring a touchdown via the pass 4-man. I don't want him to get a first down. First down, I got to burn my timeouts. So
yes.
Yeah. So Wilson must run him to a first down, which would really be annoying. But I'm going to call run, so that's not going to happen.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. The must run.
There's no dump off, so it's either touchdown or something else. If he passes, if I'm calling run, then I have a good shot of stopping him. So that would be.
I think that's an interesting. That's a great way to think of it.
Yeah. So I'm gonna spread Bowser out here. You see, the problem is, so I can put the 5 out here. Here's the vulnerability right here. Is Neville Hewitt. The choice is to bring Minka up and double up this zone. So I got a choice to make. I'm going to leave 4 back there, and I'm going to hope for the best because I'm calling run. But my weakness is off tackle right. And he calls short pass, 4-minute zone. Okay, so if he gets a touchdown, then I have time. If he doesn't, we have a 4th down touchdown. Okay, so I don't have time.
Okay.
So I think if you're on the broadcast, if you're listening, I certainly want to stop guessing what you're going to do and talking in those terms.
Well, I may bow out for this last drive again.
I'm going to still guess before he tells me what he's going to do.
Good game,
2-minute warning though, and it's a 3-point game. So wow.
And we got that. I mean, if you can think back to the championship game last year, Duke, I hit that 63-yard field goal to beat Dennis for the championship. And as you might recall, right, they came back from 17 down in the 4th. But let me bow out here. I'll be back.
Okay.
See you.
There we go.
Okay, so let's see if we can't pick his brain, Tim. Come on.
So he's obviously still comfortable with this 4-wide formation.
Don't forget the ever dangerous Tyron Johnson. Oh God,
he sure has been.
And a 6 safety for Dennis. Okay.
And so, if you're going to double Fuller, you're going to have to pull a linebacker. You're going to have to pull that safety. You got all these other guys that he can throw long to.
I think the short pass to Shark. That's my call. Short pass.
Yeah, I like it. You got to throw short. You're gonna have to fit some of those in for sure. So.
Oh, it's the flat pass to Tyron. Oh God,
Yeah, that's right.
13 yards. Oh,
So
you
that gets him
can
out to the
only stop
38.
Tim. You cannot stop Tyron Johnson. You can only hope to contain him.
That's right.
That's all you can. That's your best chance. Oh, look at this. He brings in a blocking back, huh?
Interesting.
Interesting. That's
Yeah, so the idea here is to open up Mostert's end run. He's got to think about it now far more seriously in the 80 yards that sit there and other things.
Yes,
So,
that's a good point. That is a good point. That Mostert run is ever lingering, ever hovering there. And 152.
So 37 in a long gain because he's probably going to bring a guy up. So there's a case to be made to go long gain. Go off tackle instead and lose out on that 80.
Yeah,
knowing that he might be bringing a guy up, but I'm gonna test that a little bit here with Disley to that flat to hopefully keep him back for future passes, future end runs left.
And on an off tackle, you got that 0 at the end that you can attack too on the right off tackle right.
So he double teamed him. I don't know if he double teamed with the free safety or not. I don't know his players well enough. Yeah, he did. Incomplete. That would have been almost picked it. Would have been incomplete right too. It's a good call by Dennis there. All right, bowing out again.
Okay, so 2nd and 10, 145. Still got all his timeouts. Oh, now Fuller's got a 5 on him. Interesting. Now I think he goes to Shark. I think he goes to Shark, Tim. Now he had a 6 on him before. Now he's only got a 5 on him. He's still got to worry about Fuller. Oh, he doubled Shark. Good thing he didn't listen to me. And he went with his
tried to sneak in a Mostert run there.
But he got 8. He got 8 out of it. That's important. That 3rd and 2 is a nice situation with all your timeout.
In some ways, Anthony's lucky to be in this game down only 3 when you look at Raheem Mostert with just 28 yards rushing.
I got the call, Tim. I swear to God, I got the call. He's going to throw a look-in pass to Hines. Look-in pass to Hines, okay? That's what I think he's going to do. Of course, he's listening to me, so he won't do it. So, third and 2, 20-17. Seattle leads, but the Yankees are driving. They're 4 yards from midfield. A big 3rd and 2. This is the final regular season game for New York Yanks versus the Seattle Seahawks for the right to be the number 1 seed in frozen tundra with our commissioner and founder, Gary Nagata. 3rd and 2. What's Dennis going to do on defense? He's double teaming Fuller and Hilton, but it's an end run by Hines. Oh, and -1 guessed wrong. The dreaded 5, Tim.
Brutal.
Oh,
brutal.
What a killer roll. Oh, my God.
So 4th down here. And let's not speculate, let him decide, but I'm curious to see what he's thinking here. I guess you really have to go for it.
Yeah.
Right?
Because you can still stop him here at midfield.
We'll see.
Oh, what a brutal roll. Oh, my God. Okay, he's going to go with a standard set, it looks like. Now, there's only 2 rules of thought here, Tim. You go conservative to get the first down and continue the game, or you take a chance of winning it all with a short or long pass. Now, nobody will throw a long pass, I guarantee you, except me.
Yeah,
that would be really.
I've seen guys roll out some big cojones in games, but I don't see a long pass in this situation.
So I see a short pass or a run. I don't know how you can do anything else. I think a flat pass. I think Dennis is going to cover. He's going to cover one of those 4s. He's not going to cover both of them, but he's going to cover one of those 4s. He could bring the 6 down and put the put the 4 on the line and that where the 0 is. Yeah, you know what? He could bring the 4 into the box there and bring the 6 over in the flat pass right. That could what Dennis could do. Short pass to Fuller would be an interesting call. 4th and 3, 1:30 to play. This is probably 80% probability of Dennis winning if Anthony doesn't get the first down.
It's been a good game, and you're right. It's a big call. It's a big call in this game. Big moment for sure.
Dude,
switches completely.
What a fascinating game. He doubles Fuller and Martinez, and it's a look into Fuller.
Oh,
5 yards, double teamed.
Double teamed. Give Dennis a lot of credit. He made the right call, really.
What a call by Dennis! But dear.
Taysom Hill's only attempt, it looks like, on the day.
Oh God! What a call! What a call by both. I think that was a really sharp call. I didn't expect.
You're throwing to this quarterback for the first time all day long, and like I said, you got to give Dennis credit for sniffing that out and not only calling that, but double teaming the right guy.
Yeah.
Anthony's got a lot of hogs up front that can plow the road and get you a quick 3 yards and convert here, and even with Taysom Hill, a running quarterback in there, Dennis says, "I think you're going to throw to him, and I'm going to double team your guys."
What's happening now? What is this?
Looks like they lost connection, maybe. So let's wait and see here.
Wow, that was.
Yeah, they're questioning whether they're stuck. Let's see now. Maybe not.
Yeah, I think they're stuck.
Should be good.
So that was Taysom Hill that threw that pass, huh?
Yeah, it was. It was Taysom Hill. He, like I say, it's his only. I don't know if he's been.
You guys see the game now?
Snaps, but I can see the game. Yeah.
Okay. Do you see? What do you see? Just a blank screen?
More of a blank screen. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I didn't even notice that Hill went in there.
I didn't either. I just noticed after the touchdown that it listed him as with the completion.
Well, the Yankees have 3 timeouts left.
67 seconds on the clock.
So that puts the whole playbook in play with 107 to play.
What do you guys see now?
It looks like everything. I think maybe once you call a play, I mean, it's a little. I see the same thing you do. The boxes are black in their border, so I'm seeing the same thing you are. Obviously, it's your screen, but it might work if it's his turn to call a play, but I don't know.
Sure.
If he doesn't have an option to click on anything, then somebody's stuck.
Right. Well, no, nobody's stuck. I just wanted to see what you couldn't. Okay. Now you see him choosing, I guess, more or less, without. Yeah. Oh, okay. I guess wrong. Let's see what happens here. Opportunity is not 5 yards. Hope for more than that. Okay, bowing out again.
Okay, so he gets 5 yards as he beats the linebacker in zone. Dennis covered one of the flats, but the wrong one. So now, 2nd and 5. And like I said, with 3 timeouts left at the 45-yard line, you can virtually use your whole playbook, Tim.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. You're still in position that you'd still make a winning touchdown even. You don't have to just play for a field goal.
Now, what do you think of he's got a 5. I was wondering, Manhurst has got a bad card, hasn't used him the whole time. He might be a sneaky guy in there, but he certainly doesn't have a very good card. Linebook Mostert, and he gets 17 yards on a short game.
Big run.
Whoa. That now Anthony has to think about the timeouts that he might not want to take, because he wants to. If he can only get a field goal, he doesn't want to leave anything left on the clock. But with 37 seconds left, He's only
prior to that carry, Mostert had 11 carries for 28 yards.
Wow. And he hits a short gain on a line buck.
What a big clutch time for that with 37 seconds left.
That was a great call because once again, we talked about he had the whole playbook, and that's the only time you can afford to throw a line buck in there at this time with 3 timeouts left. Now he has 2 left. He's the 28-yard line. I'll have to see what that means.
Chunk play keeps the winning touchdown in play here too. He's not just looking at a field goal opportunity.
Yeah. Now you've got to think about the game, and
Dennis has to increase what he's having to defend because of that.
Dennis has got the blitz going. Now the field goal kicker is Bass, and he's
good.
From 28 yards is 2 through 8 and 12.
Yeah, that's not bad. I'd take that.
Well, that's not very good. And a lot of guys are 2 through 10 in there. He wants to get down to the 12-yard line. And he just got to the 15-yard line with a 13.
Wow, Raheem Mostert heating up at clutch time.
He lined up with Mostert again. Who would have thought that? What a call by Anthony. 30 seconds.
The rolls he hasn't been getting all game, Mostert is hitting them now.
Yeah.
In the clutch.
Now I'm going to Dennis's side thinking about how do you prevent the touchdown here from the 15-yard line. God, you got Mostert who could go around end now and get out of bounds without that without using that timeout.
Anthony is down to that just one timeout, so he's got to be thoughtful about a sack too.
Yeah, but he doesn't have the blitz on, so that means I don't want to say. Go ahead. I'm thinking with the 3-3-5 not blitzing, I think he's going to double team somebody here, and I'm wondering if Anthony would risk the end run to see if he can get out of bounds with Mostert and keep that timeout in his pocket. He shows a flat pass to Disney, went the right side, and he beats that little 4 out there again, and it's a 2nd and 5 now from the 10-yard line.
He did not get out of bounds, though. The decision's got to be made about this timeout right now.
Oh, he didn't get out.
So hurry up, spike. He's not a first down. I don't think you want to spike it, do you? So you're probably calling your timeout here to 22 seconds. You know what? Again, I just realized, and I shouldn't be saying. Let's let him play that out. But he's got the decision to make, though. I guess is the important.
Yeah, with a timeout, you got 22 seconds to play. I think I would risk it. And
it's the right call, and he does. You can do your spike later if that becomes a part of your.
2nd and 5, no timeouts left. So you can spike it if you don't get the first down, right?
Yes, you can.
Okay. So and Dennis has the blitz,
and you can still flat at the 10. I just noticed that.
Yes. Would he throw a look-in pass? Mostert in there, a 0 out there. You can't bring that 4 in. So an end run right with Mostert.
I think I know what the play call is. I just don't want to say.
Oh, and he blocked it up.
I was wrong. I was wrong. He's running it, and he's in there.
Oh my God! What a call! I would have run right. And
I was afraid he'd move Watt up because Watt, he's got
Watt's the blitzing. Yeah.
You're smarter than I am, Anthony.
All right, 8 seconds, guys. He's got a threat back there, right? I mean, here's your. He's got to double check his threat.
You better double check it.
Yeah, he's got a threat, I believe. Kickoff return. No, he doesn't. So he has Grant's on the punt, and then
doesn't a squib kick have a long gain on?
Oh yeah. I'm kicking away here.
Does.
Got to kick away. Now, let's see. Okay, that's good. That's because that ran some clock, and that's the worst thing that could happen for him there. That's too bad.
Yeah.
Yep.
Whoa! It's now 1 second left for Dennis Bradley on his 22-yard line. The Seattle Seahawks come in with 14-1 record against the New York Yankees 14-1. What a battle these two teams had. 2 great coaches, 2 great teams, a great league, founded and commissioned by Gary Nagata. Frozen Tundra has gone down to this one last play for the #1 seed in Frozen Tundra.
See the change here.
Crawford is still in there.
So who's he take out? Is it Godwin, Hardman, Jones, Davis, Wilson, Jay Wilson? He called a timeout, so he's making some formation change.
And
We're gonna get
go the distance.
He's gonna get Ingram in the game.
He's got to throw somebody in the face.
Well, he probably wants to get somebody in that blocking back formation that can go deep if he's got one. It's not Ingram. Ingram can't go back there.
I guarantee Wilson can't go 78 yards.
Right. Well, still Wilson.
Wow.
Same lineup.
He must use in his. I guess he's got a 4 block.
Maybe a pass blocking situation along the line that we just can't detect. I got to move Obata over there and then get Calais Campbell in right end. Okay, so
with a 6 safety, it's always an interesting thing whether you want to double team 2 guys and leave the 6 back there.
Yeah, I'm gonna let's see, move 2 guys back, and then I can have the free safety to do stuff, right? So we're gonna take. Oh, we'll take Hardman for Tim. And
touched.
There we go. And he picked the right guy. He's got a chance. Oh my word. 30 yards.
He suited Julio Jones.
Yeah, 30. I'll do it. Good game. All right.
What a game.
Congratulations, Anthony.
Thank you.
Wow.
Yeah, there I am.
Congratulations, Anthony.
Sure thing. Let's share the whole screen here. All right, here we go.
Wow.
It's a good game. It was a real battle. I enjoyed it.
Wow.
It was interesting. I mean, I stayed.
It was interesting. It was fascinating. And having Tim with me really helped out. That was great.
Thanks.
Man.
That was
Great
fun.
I loved your call, guys, when I could hear it. So thanks for doing it, guys. This was a very, I don't know. Usually I'm more into the game a little bit more. My Italian nature can come out as, in the middle of a strat game. And, you don't want to have anything within 20 feet that's too fragile. But stayed steady throughout this one and just enjoyed it. I thought it was a good game back and forth. I think, Dennis got some really tough breaks. The punt return. We had Dennis in here. Hey, Dennis.
Oh, when you double team Fuller.
Hey, Dennis.
Hey, guys.
Yeah, the double team of Fuller.
That's a tough loss, Dennis.
Nah, it's like in the end, there's like going to be a handful of really good teams in the playoffs. So you're going to have to go through these guys anyway, whether you're the 1 seed, the 2 seed, the 3 seed.
Yeah, what is with all these great teams we have here? It's scary. Yeah.
It's going to be fun.
Powerhouse team.
How's the shoulder, Duke?
Including yours, Duke.
Hey, look at that, huh?
All right.
Oh, yeah, shoulder. All right.
Artificial shoulder, a week and 3 days away from a total shoulder replacement, huh?
Nice.
Not bad.
Nice.
Yeah. This arm used to be able to throw a football 65 yards. Not anymore.
Throw a ball over them mountains.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Dennis, that punt return fumble sticks out. To me, is the biggest play of the game.
Double teaming Fuller, Dennis, was brilliant.
Well, I mean, that's a great weapon, but he's covered. Was not brilliant for me not to trade for a 4 extra DB before the season started. So I have a 0 out there.
Yeah.
It's not brilliant for me not to get some pass rush. I mean, you cashed in on those. You cashed in on dump offs.
Well, all game long, Mostert doesn't break shit, and then he gets 2 line bucks to kill you, Dennis.
I should have been keying there a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be able to stay on too long. My wife's having a problem getting her boarding pass checked in or printed out.
You are such a family man, Dennis.
So you guys, if you guys are still on,
as much a family man as you are.
If you're still on when I'm done, I'll jump back on. But I'm going to just mute my camera.
Sounds good. Hey, Anthony, I'm curious. So games 10-10, you have that 4th and goal at the 2. Like you had 3rd and goal at the 1, and I was sure you were going to run it. I can't remember right now if you did, but you have all those hogs up front, and so I was sure on 3rd and 1 you're going to run that ball, and I can't remember if you did, but I know it ended up as a 4th and goal at the 2, and then you went for it. Duke was still of a mind that go for this, and I was like, man, in a game where it's 10-10 and kind of like my game with the Steelers last night, both teams struggled to get anything going. I kind of thought you'd take the points there.
Well,
What were your thoughts?
Well, the team is geared for that. You know, the team has really good right running, Duke, which is why I run 4 wide so much.
That's Hines and Burkhead mostly you're
Hines,
talking
Burkhead,
about?
and Mostert
Yeah.
too.
Really?
They're all upper echelon right runners, and especially Hines and Burkhead.
I didn't
So,
realize that about Mostert.
Yeah.
So it's a draft league. Was that something you specifically targeted in that trio?
Yeah.
Yeah,
If you
that
go to
sounds
the pregame preview for the season, it's like, well, I'm going to run a lot of 4 wide here. Picked up Hilton specifically because of the guest right running that's going to happen when they get that 1 white die, and it's worked out all year. And I have run 4 wide all year, by the way. And
Oh, have you?
yeah, and
Okay.
Mostert's average 7.3 yards per carry. 7.3 yards with despite the 1 white die. So there in that position, I mean that's what the team is kind of built for. Hines and Burkhead, both great guest right running, all those offensive linemen. So it's about a 40% chance on Hines' card. It's much greater than that if it goes to Dennis's card because he has some linebacker run stopper problems. He's got TJ Watt.
Yeah.
But this whole right side, he's got to blitz his free safety and pick the right spot. This free safety is a 5 run block. So there's opportunities there against my 6s. If it goes to his card, probably going to score. Goes to my card, 40% chance to score, much greater than 50% overall. So that's why I went for it there. If it's 3 yards, it's different. If you look at Hines' card, it's and Burkhead's for that matter, they're both masters at getting 2 and 1. A little bit different for getting 3, but because it was 2, it makes sense to go there. And I could have changed it up, could have gone past that. That's always in the cards. Anybody who faces me in the playoffs, keep that in mind, please.
No, I'm going for the run. I'm going to stop the run. I've decided.
But that was the thought there, Tim.
Well, and my lack of experience of even ever seeing defensive potentials on draft results cards skews any kind of a thought I might have about that anyway. But sure, that was my thinking is I'd be running behind those hogs on the offensive line.
Yep, and you get Bradbury upgraded to a 6, the whole right side upgraded to a 6.
Yeah.
Excuse me. The only weakness is the left end position, which gets compensated by CJ Ham, who moves to a 5. So it's all 6s plus Ham, who would be a 5 in that situation.
So did this officially clinch the number 1 seed or put you in the lead for the number 1 seed?
No, he's the number 1 seed.
It's clinched. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations on that, man. Good job.
Thank you. Really, really fun game. Back and forth.
Yeah.
His offense is run as Dennis runs an offense, right? Meant to keep you on your toes. I definitely leaned toward focusing more on the pass and
about offensively or defensively?
On defense.
Okay. Yeah.
And because I have 6s along the line, there's only so many times it's going to go to his card. If on a first down guessed wrong pass, he catches a -2 on the defensive end, which has a great chance of happening with those 6s out there. Vita Vea is a 5 in the middle. I can bring up Freddie Warner, and he's a 6'6". So, and I do that often. So there's a good chance he gets stopped there. Yeah, those are some intimidating guessed wrong cards especially in Madison. But at the same time, I got to be worried about dump offs, which I was, and going 3-4 meant more double teams. I mean, there's a thought, okay, if you're not that scared of the run, maybe go 3-3-5, go 4 men, make him pay the price for going short pass because he's going to face a 2 through 6, 11, 12 interception. That's the price he'd pay. I need to get a pick or 2 if you go 3-3-5. Now decide to go 3-4 instead and do more double teaming to try to get picks that way. There's no good way for me to avoid the dump off. That's just going to be what it's going to be. The only chance I have is to increase the interception percentage by getting 4 men into the zone or by double teaming.
Yeah. Was there anything that Dennis did that surprised you?
Every play from Dennis is a surprise.
Yeah.
I
was telling Duke, you always have to defend the whole field.
I was surprised, Tim, that Dennis didn't throw more bombs.
Late he threw more bombs. I was surprised he didn't throw more short, but that just could be my memory. But it seemed to me like he didn't throw a lot of short passes, and he was either challenging you deep, especially late, or trying to attack the short flat and run zone.
Anthony, I didn't think he threw any bombs at all.
I haven't looked at the stats closely, but I would assume we are number 1 and number 2 in long pass attempts thrown. He's got 73. I had going into the game. I 94. So I throw long routinely, and as you saw, I saved them all for the end. I thought we were both sort of playing hard to get as far as long passes go, and meaning that we weren't going to just put it out there. We were trying to really pick our spots. We both hit. My hit landed me at the 2-yard line where I got no points.
Yeah.
His hit.
Oh, that's right. You didn't get any points after that first and goal at the 2.
Yeah.
Was that the one where you went 4 on 4th that we just talked about?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
His hits were both on Godwin's card, and then of course the one at the end. But Godwin guessed right, one man back. I gotta like that situation, and what do you know? You do get the interception on it in the end zone from the 23-yard line. I think that was to Godwin as well. So out of those 3 passes to Godwin, yeah, he caught 2 guessed right on the receiver card, both exact same one, 43 yards. But I was able to get the interception. So we'll call that a draw. A draw. So it worked out. I would say, or it didn't hurt me. And my long pass really didn't hurt him. I was working the flats a lot more. I'm in fear of his pass rush a little bit. If we meet in the playoffs, of course, there's different pathways to explore. But in this first game, yeah, I wasn't trying to stretch the field as I usually do. If you take a look at Dennis's stats and my stats for the year, when somebody throws deep against me, I average 1.0 man in zone. Dennis averages 0.9 man in zone. That is up at the top of the league. Most everybody's down below around 0.5, 0.6. Partially, it's partly because you have good corners. I really don't, but I just knew that coming in that Dennis protects that free safety, and so do I. He may or may not have seen that. That we both protect the long pass zone religiously. Don't leave it open too much. Haven't this year.
I am a heretic. I do not do that.
Well, take a look, Dennis. 0.9 is probably number 2 in the league.
Well, I don't know about
I think I'm first.
I'm just telling you that I'm always moving my free safety.
Now, and by the way, if he's doing that like he's describing, Anthony, that means that his number says he's really smart about when he does it.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I think
yes.
No, the team was 14-0 a week ago. Now I'm 14-2. But when you have a lead, when I have a lead, I'm gonna leave the safety at home, free safety at home. That's not necessarily a philosophy of mine, but it's just because it's just smart to do when you're ahead.
Good business.
So,
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
No doubt about it.
And you were
leading. Although I was concerned about getting hit with a long pass. But you can't really complain about you got a fumble punt or missed field goal. I hit plus 43 3 times tonight or twice in a row or something like that. So I had my breaks too.
And you went to the well one too many times, and I was lucky. I thought I went to the look-in pass zone, which was very successful for me as well. One too many times, but I got lucky on that double team roll. Dennis, quick question for you: what defense did you feel? What offensive formation did you feel more comfortable defending? The 4 wide or the 3 wide without Tyron Johnson on the field with 2 running backs?
I think I should have been more aware. It was good to switch that formation up because, it's hard to call run into the game. You don't want to get burnt. I kept picturing a guess wrong flat pass. So I would guess if I was trying to defend the run, it's harder to defend the run when I had that 1 white die on my side. I'm not really worried about you running as much. Whereas when you went to the 3 wide, 2 back set, in a normal situation, not necessarily the last minute of the game, I would have called run more often.
Yeah.
So easier to defend. Probably the 3 wide straight is easier to defend because I'm going to have that 1 white die helping me. Easier to defend the run. It's the opposite. So.
Well, it did help you today. It did come up more than 1 out of 6 times today. And that happens from time to time with that.
You had that even the
Burkhead end run.
No, it wasn't Hines.
Tyron Johnson, but you can't stop him.
Yeah, exactly.
Tyron's dangerous.
Yeah, Burkhead hit an end run deuce on a 2 or 3 roll, which is 80 yards for Mostert, and it was 0 for Burkhead. And that happened against Nathan.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying the 3rd and 2 with Nyheim Hines, you were in the no white die was necessary, but you hit the 5 on that, and then you had convert
Yeah.
a 4th and 3
Oh.
after that.
Yeah, that was
So-
rough. That was a tough dreaded 5, but got the lucky roll. It's funny how that works, right?
I was thinking if I would have called run there, it would have been -7. And I was wondering, well, with 3 timeouts left, would you have punted there 4th and 8 or 4th and stuff?
Where would I have been? My own 40?
Yeah, something like that. 43,
Maybe
something like that.
it would depend how good the punt position would be. If I felt confident I could pin you in, around the 5, then maybe I would have punted. Yep.
With these modern analytics, people don't remember, like an old guy like me does. John Madden on those situations would punt the ball with 1 minute and 40 seconds left, and get the ball back and have Blanda kick a last-minute field goal to win it. He was very conservative when it came. They didn't go for it 4th down hardly at all back in the 70s.
Yeah. Well, look where that got him. He's dead now. So, no,
I know.
No, he was a great coach. And
that
does say a lot about how strategy changes, but things come around and go around. You might see, there was a picture I saw on Twitter of George Allen, the 70s Redskins coach, running a 6-1. And now the Rams they ran a 6-1 in that playoff game on Sunday. So, six D linemen, 1 linebacker, which is, you haven't seen that for, 40 odd years. And now it's back. So,
yeah.
But this was a good game. I thought this was a playoff caliber game. This is the kind of games you're going to get in the Frozen Tundra playoffs. Did you share this one out on the forum under live playoff games?
Yeah, we did.
Okay, cool. So, if you're watching this because you saw that link, man, doesn't get much more fun than playoff football.
Oh, absolutely.
Let's talk real quick. Let's talk real quick about USFFL Super Bowl. I looked over those matchups. I don't like my matchups.
You're looking at what I looked at a week ago. Yes, I know.
I don't like those pass rush options against my 0 and 3 pass blocking guys.
We talked about it, Dennis. We talked about it in the playoff preview. In the playoff preview episode, we talked. I think we both agreed, Tim, that Pittsburgh was going to get to the Super Bowl, and I think ultimately we said that Green Bay was going to get there and not Seattle. But we talked a bit about that matchup and the vulnerability, Dennis, is in that O-line versus TJ Watt very well. You use him every day.
And it's a quirk here too, because he has, we play Dave in this league, we play with multi-game injuries. So David DeCastro's out, the right guard, which is not going to really come up against me as a pass rush option very often. So because he's out,
blitz that much, right?
No, not really. Because he's out, the left guard can't get injured and the center can't get injured because there's no replacements. Look at their depth chart. So, and he's got 4 7s across the line.
I remember that.
7s.
So, yeah. I was thinking because this is Pittsburgh, you can move your linemen around, but not those guys. Because I had the Pitt O-line in Battle Royale, and I often half the time get a 7 out of the tackle instead of a 5.
Oh.
And then I sacrifice that by taking my guard to downgrade my guard to a 3, depending on the matchup.
Right. If you're with a guy who doesn't bring a lot of linebackers, and free safety blitz, you don't have to worry about your right guard pass rush rating coming up.
Yep. And that's got it here. So that's interesting that you say that they don't have options, because it's Matt Fielder moves over from guard over to tackle, and then bring him in with JD Hassenauer is the backfill.
So Hassenauer's already in there covering for Castro.
Yeah.
So Fielder is kind of stuck at tackle now.
Yeah, and you get Jamal Adams back, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
You get Jamal Adams back, right?
And I know he's going to be throwing those bombs over the top. So I got to be real careful with how I move my 4 free safety there. I don't even have a 6.
So Adams is back or not?
He is, but he's a strong safety.
Oh,
so he has limited mobility.
Right.
So
I think it's a good matchup for you, though, Dennis, because his inability to have an elite running back that can really break away. He's going to be, digging. He did against me. He's going to be digging for that 25-yarder that sits on a 4 on off tackle for James Conner. But outside of that, he's not going to have a lot of breakaways. And you have such a great run defense card that he becomes one-dimensional, and so then you might end up in a little slugfest like I ended up in.
Yeah, I don't understand why Pittsburgh needs to score.
That's right. I just couldn't move.
They didn't penetrate if you look at the stats, they didn't do that well yesterday. The skill guys,
No.
they're able to get it other ways. The question, I think the key question is, how does Dennis get points? And if he can get to 20, Dennis, you can get to 20.
Yeah.
Then you have a
But
pretty
you
good
guys
shot.
you guys are missing an important point. My pass rush is so bad that he doesn't need to run. He just is going to get dump off after dump off after. It really will come down to how often the D die comes up.
Your
'Cause
base
it's
is a
kinda-
4-3, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. You need that
It's
extra linebacker against this team.
Well, you need a linebacker with pass rush. That would be great.
Yeah.
But I don't have one.
Sure.
Of those. I've got Bobby Wagner, and that's about it.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I think I came on the broadcast saying, "Oh yeah, Tim's the favorite. The Steelers are the underdog." Nah. After I looked at the team, I'm like, okay, I see why he's gotten this far. I see why he was also 12-4 heading into the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. And you can throw to those halfbacks too. I mean, that's something you got to think about. Slow down that pass rush.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I mean, it'll be a good game.
And
It'll
he's
come down-
very aggressive. At least with the Pittsburgh team in this stock league, I've broadcast several games for him. I played him last night, and he's aggressive. Minka's always moving, and those linebackers are moving. He just defensively, his style of play fits the way I picture the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah, it's going to come down to how many times the D die comes up, and when Ben throws it, how many interceptions he gets. Because it's not that's.
I was waiting for mine all night last night. Yep.
Yeah.
Still waiting.
Still waiting.
Your offensive line, Dennis, run block is not that bad at all. So inside the 10, you have options that Tim did not have last night.
Yeah.
But
true.
Yeah, it's just
in terms of avoiding
it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. I'm
excited to see it. I'm excited to see it, you guys. And he told me you guys have played a ton of games together, right?
Yeah, I don't know if hundreds and hundreds, but definitely over 100. I would say.
That's awesome. Fantastic. You guys
I think
get
he's
to
at
meet in the
thousands
Super
of
Bowl.
games, but not
Do you have it scheduled yet, Dennis?
No, I haven't even talked to him. I don't think the files are out yet. So,
right,
sure. When
we got to plan our calendars.
We'll be there whenever.
Yeah, we'll see. It should be a fun one.
Yeah,
well, good game, Dennis.
Well, one last thing.
Yeah.
So we all are in these positions. Tim just went through this. That USFL Super Bowl, that's the last game in that league. One of us, at some point in Frozen Tundra, one of the three of us, we're going to get knocked out. It's just fun being in this position, being able to, have this camaraderie, play with these teams. You build up like you're building a Lego set or, Micronauts if you're old enough. You're just building this creation, and then you just see what happens with it. So you guys who get knocked out in the playoffs, tonight when I got knocked off on a chance to get the number one seed, you really can't let it bother you. If you do, you're in the wrong hobby. You got to enjoy it. Wins and loses,
right.
Wins and losses. Maybe not quite as you might. The losses might hurt a little bit more than the wins feel good, but just it's really fun.
No doubt.
Absolutely.
No doubt.
Absolutely.
Well, hey guys, I want to say thank you as well for including me tonight. It's nice to get my first taste of draft league football. I'd never even seen it, experienced it, all that. It's great. I appreciate
Dennis,
it.
he's never seen it before. He's never seen the defensive cards before. So we have we have some recruiting work to do. I think that the first step is to get him into Battle Royale or Summer Sprint, because I think that's a good baby step.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And then
he told you about that one, right, Tim? You draft.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be easy for you. Easy. You get the physical cards in your hand. You look at what units you like. But
hey, I could very easily commit to a bunch of leagues. I like Stratomatic that much, but like I always tell Anthony, it isn't about that. It's about
the quality more than the quantity.
Well, yeah, wanting to make sure that we're doing USFFL right, and I've got enough time to commit to doing that right. And believe me, if I have any other spare time in my life, that's exactly where it would go. Would be more Stratomatic and in another league. So I am thinking about it, and that's a fact. So
perfect.
Yeah,
Duke, thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, hey, nice to meet you, Duke.
Tim,
nice to meet you.
Beforehand, I started playing this game, guys, in 1967. Okay, I don't know what you guys were doing in '67, but I was playing Stratomatic football when they first came out.
Well, I would hazard that I was being born, and the other two hadn't been born yet.
I was a year before being born. I wasn't born until '68. So
I had a few years ago.
So you talk about hundreds of games. I've been there.
Yeah, I bet you have.
Sure.
That's awesome.
All right, guys.
All right. See you in the playoffs. See you next week.
Night, everybody. Nice to meet you, Duke.
Congratulations to both of you. That was a fun game. Thank you, Tim. That was fun. I really enjoyed.
You too, man. I'm sure we'll cross paths again, buddy.
Anytime. Let me know. I love doing this. I used to have my own TV show, and I've announced games everywhere. So
yeah,
I love doing this.
Love to do it with you whenever, man.
Okay. See you guys.
Take care. Night, everybody.